Again, traders. Oh, hello again, traders. Right. I'm finding it fascinating using these H4 charts, and I cannot create enough content about them at the moment because, every moment I sort of, I've got back from a walk, every moment I spend thinking about these things away from everything. Walking for me is the best, swimming is great too, and all that sort of stuff. Just getting some fresh air away from charts can't be a bad job. So, it occurred to me, really, this is the start of an absolute plethora of possible trading strategies, because, you can set these charts up differently. You could have just one whole row there for the DXY, the dollar index, and every time frame from 1 minute to monthly, and you could study that. If, as I am a scalper, an intraday scalper, all you really need is H4, H1, M30, M5, well M15 rather, M5. And that would give you a clear indication of what's going on intraday. You can set them up like that vertically, because all you have is numerous instances of this recent candle. So if you wanted 4 rows or 4 columns, depending on which way you're looking at it, you just need to set up 4, 5, 6, 7 instances of this, and you can just it's never ending, left to right, up and down, whatever you want. So I love it, absolutely love it. I know there are hybridized versions of this which you can add other stuff to it, but I actually love, like a RSI or moving average crossover, say for example, or Bollinger Bands or anything like that. So you can complicate things as much as you like, but actually the simplicity of this is leading to a far simpler way of trading. And then when I switch to my charts, I've offloaded a load of the indicators on the charts because they're just not necessary when you're so focused on candlesticks. So yeah, I mean, the reason for this video is really, well, 2 or 3-fold. Today, for example, Monday, over the weekend I was studying and trading cryptos. The cryptos took an absolute bashing during the Asian session. Well, you can see that on the 2 that I've got on this chart, BTC and ETH, Ethereum. And I got some points out of that. I stayed up and traded the Asian session, took a little long on gold. I talked about what was going on, that we might get a push up before a push down. Same with cable, but as it was, just selling pressure was just massive. So at the end of the day, this is why, as a short-term trader, I'm never going to tell you what you should do long-term. There is just no point, because 5 or 6 pips for me is a day's work, and do that 2 or 3 times a day and you are set up for the week. So what occurred to me while I was wandering around is that these H4s are great. So you don't have to wait for your alarm. That's the point of this video. The next H4 alarm goes off literally, well, it went off before I started making this video. It is now the new H4 candle. If I bring this chart up here, the counter isn't on this one. Oh yeah, it is candle count, H4. And we have 22 seconds roughly until the next H4 chart. So you can go, you could approach these things. You can clearly see there is a massive H4 chart bar there, slap bang. And I didn't have this open on purpose, but it's a really good example. Even an hour ago, the H4 would have been telling us, yeah, this is worth watching for a possible pullback to the long side. So and then you just drop down, so you could be preparing. The point is, you could be preparing for a possible H4 bounce rather than setting the alarm for 9:45. It's 10 o'clock now, so quarter of an hour ago, and just manically looking at charts. You can just make a coffee, have a sandwich, chill out, have a look at this. What I'm noticing also, and I think I tweeted about this yesterday, is that when you've got a big bar like that, you don't really have to wait for the close. You could get in right at the bottom, knowing you've got a massive H4 candle formed, knowing you've got a potential bounce and preempting the bounce. It's a little bit more technical, a little bit dangerous, but at the end of the day, you know, I've talked about this, and this occurred to me while I was wandering around. I don't mention this enough now. I used to mention it all the time. Is we are just trading a computer game. You know, treat them like Tetris or what people used to play, Space Invaders, when I was a kid, and just watch the price movement. And you know, once you see these big bars, you can virtually say, yeah, that will bounce. And if you want to go on a 1 minute chart and look at the trend analysis, and if you've got the dragon on your chart and all that lot, which I've taken off because it spoils the clarity, then you could be entering based on a break of this clear selling area. It's created the lower low there, and off you go, knowing that H4 is likely to potentially reverse because it was a massive down move, and getting in for different reasons. So that's the point of this video, suggesting to you that there are absolutely multiple uses for this dashboard. You could set these all up as you know, you could set it up for what I call the multi RSI histo closes. So you know, when Paul off of Twitter mentioned this, you know, he never takes reversals intra-hour, or I think that's what he suggested he was doing. That's how I understood it, because you know, the momentum after half an hour, and you've got a new you know, you've had a new hourly bar. Let's say this is an hourly bar down, and then you look on the M30 and you can see that's wait for the M30 close, so half past the hour, and that's down. And then just check, you most likely will get a pullback on the 15 for a short couple of bars maybe, so 2 5-minute bars. Then it's highly likely it will continue on down. So, and as long as all your RSI momentums agree with your candles and 3 candle reversals and all the other stuff at say half past or quarter past the hour, as it were, or say quarter to the hour, so you've had your hourly close, your 30-minute close, and then just looking forward to the 15-minute close at 45 minutes past the hour. That last 15-minute is highly likely to be the continuation push to the top of the hour, and as we know, hourly bars often create momentum. They may continue or they may just reverse on you, so I always try to be out of trades at the change of an hourly bar. So you know, you could set this up for that, and this would be ideal actually. You'd have you know, maybe the 4 hour here, the 1 hour here, the 30-minute here, the 5-minute below that have another row, and maybe even the 5-minute if you want to do that as well, but that's a bit like overkill. But so you could use this in multiple ways, and you can use your timing facility, if you like, in multiple ways too. So I'm all about sharing ideas and creating light bulb moments, and then you know, that way you can just think for yourselves what strategy you want to employ. You could set your alarm for half past the hour to try and capture those intra-hour scalps, remembering always where you are in regards to the H4s, remembering where you are in regards to the daily, remembering where you are in regards to the market opens, Frankfurt, London, the American Open, the American stock market open. It just goes on and on and on. It seems like there's a lot to remember, but also remember that you only need to make one trade a day. You know, I'm double, triple what I need for the day so far today. So you might have gathered from this video that I am very, very relaxed. I mean, it's a question of finding things to do. You know, there's only so much walking, swimming and visiting family you can do. So as a trader, we have a lot of spare time, and I'm choosing at the moment to spend my spare time knocking out stuff on Twitter and YouTube. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.